Alright, so let's learn how to boom on Arena. I'll just show you the basic stuff here. Alright. So you can be a little bit creative with how many vills you send to wood. Basically, more to wood early means more farms early, which means you're going up later, but you're going to have more food to work with in early Castle Age. So if you put less on wood, then you're going to have more food income initially, which can allow you to get up fast. But if you put more on wood early, then you will have more Dark Age farms, which will give you a better economy, kind of overall, like, consistent. So it depends on what your goals are. Our goal is going to be boom with light cav. We're going to be 27 plus 2. And we're going to make like 4 farms. So we're going to go up to 4 on wood here. You can just keep juggling the deer. You have lots of time on Arena. You just keep juggling them until the last second. Right here is a good time to take it. There we go. And yeah. Wow. Look at this. We have a nice TC spot on the stone. All right. Yeah, you don't need to rush scouting or anything. Just keep taking your animals efficiently is kind of nice. We have to take it here. If we try and juggle it one more time, it'll be late. So that's fine. Now we're just putting everything on food. And just do it efficiently, whatever that is for the situation. You can, of course, delete walls that are just going to be in the way. Basically, this is the last villager that you can get the house with. So make it come up on time. So just make a house. You can get it on the walls, or you can just build it a bit back. It doesn't really matter too much. If you build it on your walls, it of course costs you a bit more because you're sending your bill further. If there's a hole, put your bill in the hole. I mean, better yet, put 2 bills in the hole. It's even better. But in this situation, we want to bring the boar because we'd rather have it come in. There we go. A few on there. I mean, we could have taken a sheep as well. Maybe it would have been more efficient. We don't have that many on our res. Take that out real quick using the maximum efficiency method. And yeah, basically you can start adding farms at any time. We don't have that many on the boar though, so I think what I'm gonna do is prioritize just getting dudes on hunt. At around 180, we want to be bringing in the second boar. So kind of like here. It's not always just based on the build that pops out. Sometimes you just want to bring it in. Oh, don't try not to like lose your scout into the opponent's base. That can be bad, especially if you're going up what you can consider a little bit late. Just wall that off a little bit. Like this. Put that down. There you go. Nice. And these bills we can get to make farms because the boar is a little bit too close to the edge or like the inside part of the TC. It's hard to get bills along there. So you might as well start adding your farms here. Max efficiency boar method is just shoot it with 7, garrison, shoot it with 7, and then ungarrison, shoot it with 7. That's the fastest way to kill it, using the least amount of time. Okay, and then we can get a few more to wood. Basically, what's going to happen after we're done finishing this boar is that you're not going to be able to get all your vills around this goose easily. So I like to send some vills away at this point. Do like 4 on berries. Do like throw a few more here. And I mean, you can get 2 lumber camps if you want. I don't think it makes too much of a difference though. If you really are going to delay your TCs, then 2 lumber camps is good. But if you're going to get your TCs still at a fairly reasonable time, then it's kind of fine to stay 1. If you can go up to somewhere between 7 and 9 on wood is fine. And yeah, so we have 3 more vills. The last 2 villagers that you build go to gold. That's pretty much universal. Last 2 vills go to gold. So these last 2 vills are gonna go to gold. You like to stack them if you can, but yeah, see, this guy is preventing me from stacking, so I'm just gonna put him over here. I'm gonna stack that sheep a little bit better. And yeah, just gonna get that maybe like that. It's gonna be pretty good. There we go. So now we're up. Sent to the berry farm spot. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to be too strict with exactly what your vills are doing here. As long as they're working efficiently, then that's what matters. Okay, so next step is feudal transition. There's not too much to say. You just got to get your barracks at 60%. Finally stack the sheep from this position. You'd be scouting for relics, scouting for whatever. Actually, you'd want to go home so that the opponent isn't up first, because you are up kind of late with this. Since the vill is out here already, we just make it with this vill. Ideally, you build it far enough away from your walls that he can't see it. So even though it's standard play, like, you still don't really want to show it for free. So you go barracks and stable here, and then he can still be guessing if you're going like blacksmith market boom or whatever. So you queue 2 vills behind Feudal Age so that you don't forget. And if you have, since we have lots of food, you want to get double bit right away as well if you can. And since we're good, we can do that. Stable blacksmith can be good, but also stable market is fine as well. Just get everything. Actually, you know what I did wrong there was I placed the stable first before the market. You want to get the market started right away because it takes long. It barely comes in time. So you want to get that. If you can afford horse collar here, you can get it. Otherwise, it doesn't, like, you can wait on that until you click up. Just make sure you have enough to go up here. And yeah, since we're finishing everything, I don't really like to queue a scout until I'm up, but looks like I'm up anyways. So there we go. And now you want to add a few more farms. Basically, if you don't add farms here, then you're going to have more wood, but obviously then you're not going to really have enough food income to have scouts going. So adding these farms here is kind of important. So, you know, 8, 9, we have the house. If you build that house a bit earlier, it can be good, because obviously you do get slightly housed if you don't get it earlier, but anyways. Yeah, so it's really like, from this point, you make the decision. Okay, more farms equals more scouts. Less farms equals earlier TCs. So that just depends on the game, whatever you want to prioritize. Why is that guy 700 score? Because he's really bad at the game. All right. So let's go here and here. I always like to put a vill in the queue. You can keep queuing scouts. You don't need to keep playing them, but yeah. Use the scouts to defend. Yeah, I mean, you'd be scouting stuff. You'd be looking, like, you can basically position them at his gates, and then you can see stuff that comes out. If he has vills coming forward, then you send your own vills. You just select your vills, force drop, go forward, and then you box him and make a tower if he's gonna castle drop. It's really strong. But yeah, like, even with here, we're not gonna reseed that because my priority is getting a monastery down, getting TCs going. Yeah, basically we have like 6 scouts. We like to get our monastery just kind of on the front because then it's just easier to get your monks out, and timing is everything. So here you can get like a TC. Actually, it's probably good to force drop these first. Should have done that earlier, but anyways, it's fine. Oh, that guy's holding 10. You can delay Bowsaw until getting the 3rd TC down as well. Maybe that's optimal, but sometimes you want to just add more farms instead of getting that 3rd TC down. But yeah, you can go like this and see how I have it. I only stayed 2 on gold here. So you can send more, like the 2 vills that you create in Feudal Age, you could send to gold, or you could just not. Basically, if I wanted to go light cav here, I would have needed to probably add another. But look, we can still make 2 monks with just those initial 2 to gold. So that is kind of all you need. And yeah, I mean, from this point, we're just booming. So you would be doing, like, using your units, whatever. To boom effectively, you just want to keep spending your wood. As I always say, spend the wood, don't get housed. And, you know, on high level, of course, we're microing our scouts during all of this. Trying to bring in relics, microing the scouts. Keeping an eye on that wood count. I'm not going to get housed here because I have that other TC coming up, right? So that means we can sneak in a few more farms. I'm going to get a build to start building stuff, though. So yeah, we just go out here. Basically try and find places for your farms. We'd rather prioritize wood collection here, so let's put that like that. We can grab this. We can grab this. We want to set up those shift queues because shift queues makes this very strong. There we go. Keep those pumping. And if you keep the PCs running, then your boom is going to be very strong. And yeah, it's really good. You can see I have barely any idle TC at this point. A few seconds here and there. Barely any. And I basically, you can make a decision here once you get to 18 farms. That's enough to support the 2 TCs. This is where you could decide to add something else. Like you could be, oh, I'm going to siege push. I'm going to siege monk pressure or whatever. Or you can start sending to stone. That's going to delay your imp a little bit if you send a stone right now. But you'll have a castle, and then you can go imp after. Or you can just keep adding farms until you have usually like 30 farms, 70 vills, roughly around there. Then click imp. It's a pretty good timing. But yeah, this is where you would make some decisions, some economic decisions as to how you want to spend your res. There we go. Let's just keep stuff going here. And yeah, you're just basically continuously spamming select all TCs and create villager. Anytime that you're not actually doing anything with your brain, you're just like doing that. Or your brain is doing something else, your fingers just do that. Whenever you're thinking about something, then you just do those hotkeys. That's why it needs to be really easy to do. There we go. And we can just I don't know where the other relic is, but just find it. And yeah, so we can just start sending the gold here. We basically have our 30 farms, right? So there we go. Just get this one. We could buy wheelbarrow here. I kind of like to do that once in a while. Get a few more of those. And if we want to be going up, Byzantines, of course, they do go up a bit faster. We can start sending more to gold now because we are thinking about going up. And we mustn't forget our final building as well. And so, this guy can drop that. And we want to, since the university takes a while to build, we can just get that going now. And hopefully, when it's done, we'll be able to click up. We can probably justify replacing the lumber camp at this point if you've got it sort of like this. And by going to stone at that stage, we should be able to have a castle on up. That's the ideal. So yeah, we don't really need to add so many extra farms at this point because we already have like 31. It's kind of a lot. And yeah, as you can see, I'm approaching the villager count that I desire. As Byzantines, of course, we go up a little bit earlier, so 667, 536. There we go, beautiful. Click up. It's a little bit earlier than a normal civ, but a normal civ would still get up not too much slower. We want to keep making houses. Actually, I was a little bit slow on some of those. And, well, if you still have map control, then it's a pretty good time to start sending some bills forward. So, you can send a few farmers too. Oh, there's just a bug where I don't have a ungarrison hotkey, so these guys are going to go at different times, but anyways, sounds good. We could even get handcart. We probably want to get loom as well. Good upgrades. Keep making houses. Houses at the back of your base is kind of good, because if you do get pushed, then these houses don't die, and you don't get housed and lose the game. A good time to pick up your other eco techs that you don't have yet, so we can get Gold mining upgrade is probably the priority, and then I'd like to get heavy plow as well. These vills come forward, and since we have enough for the castle, so let's just move those back to wood. Get everything here. We don't really need any more stone. I mean, you need stone if you're going to be repairing, so like a little bit on stone is fine, but rebalancing the stone miners can be good here. And yeah, you could probably want to get a blacksmith for fletching and stuff. Oh, I don't know why she's there, but if you do have any vills kind of around the map, outposts are really good. Yeah, ideally you have this castle up just as Imp comes in, which looks like our timing is going to be quite nice. And yeah, you want to save wood for a treb. You have to have a treb on up. So yeah, basically that's up. You want to make your castle close to a resource, so maybe making it here and taking the stone would have been better. But anyways, so as soon as you're up, have that castle selected, and you're going to make a trebuchet right away. So right here, and yeah, here we go. We'll just put one of those there. See, I'm floating quite a bit of res. I could have been, you know, doing something that required a bit more res, but yeah, that's basically how you would do it. And yeah, you can just get in or whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of taking way too much gold here. Like, I would, although, like in this situation, I would be playing gunpowder, right? So I would just be getting ranges down. You could get them forward, or you could get them in the back. But yeah, if I have a forward castle, I'd probably make a few trebs and then make conscription. And yeah, ideally you just have your siege workshop down as well. Siege workshop forward as well is really good. Usually chemistry is sort of an insta-click on this map if you have bombard cannons. And yeah, arbs just take a little too long to get into, but if you're gonna go hand cannons, it's pretty good. So we like to get fletching for the castle. Also, you should be targeting walls with your castle just to get in. And yeah, so if I see that I'm floating a lot of gold, it's fine because I'm gonna be spending it. As soon as chemistry comes in, then we're gonna spend. We're gonna see that we have, yeah, we need to get that bombard cannon right away. Bombard, hand cannons. Here we go. And yeah, we want to be spending basically all the res. We could have had a second siege workshop, would be pretty good. But we do like to have conscription. So, I mean, if you don't do this aggressive play, you definitely want to get conscription first. But if you do have a forward castle, sometimes you just have to get trebs out. So it really depends on the situation, what you want to prioritize. Like, I could have gone for another castle as well. Would have been probably good. I could have bought stone with the extra gold that I had to get another castle. That would have been good. Or just balance the economy better, right? Is it gunpowder pretty much because you have it? Yeah, yeah. Gunpowder beats, like, everything. So it's just a really good thing to go for. So yeah, you just spend stuff. Talking too much. And yeah, then look, like it's pretty simple. I'm not distracted by adding another unit. I'm just basically adding bombards and hand cannons, sending them in, maybe a little bit of micro. Look, we have 52 on wood and we're not spending. Boom. Oh man, if auto farm worked like this in an actual game, holy moly, I would be actually 5k. It would be easy. It's too slow in an actual game. But anyways, yeah, you just make sure to spend your res, right? Oh man, it's so fast. And yeah, you just get in. Does Easy AI actually resign? I don't really know. You don't want to neglect your boom too. You do want to finish booming. If we had 0 lag, 100% win rate, exactly. GG. Oh, he's defeated. He's defeated. All right. Anyways, that's how you do it. Hopefully that was informative. We didn't lose a single unit. I am 10 times better than the easiest AI. Or more. Oh, he only has 7 villagers. Okay, I see how it is. Seems easy. Exactly.